What's going on, people? It's a JRPG enthusiast, JRPG God, Mr. JRPG here, Shadowy Elites, and I am back again for a video that's not necessarily about JRPGs, but it does have JRPG characters in it. The Persona 4 cast is in it, so I guess I can talk about it, right? So anyway, Blazblue Cross Tag Battle is coming out in a couple of months, and they have revealed some interesting information about the game. So let's just get right down to the nitty gritty. You get 20 characters in the base game. So I'm assuming the base game is going to be $60. So 20 characters, $60. Okay, I can get behind that. But then they announced 20 more additional characters as DLC. Now at this point I'm like, what? Half the roster is going to be DLC? Is that what we're working out here? Arc System Works. Are you serious right now? 20 of the characters is gonna be DLC. Okay. Okay. So when you start to dive deep into this, you're about to realize the fuckery that goes on right about now. So the 20 characters in the base game, I want to say around 85% of them are reused assets from other games. Under Night game, I don't know what it's called. I never played it. I didn't even know it exists until Blazblue Cross Tag Battle was announced. Persona 4 Arena, and of course Blazblue. Yeah, you're reusing those assets. Now, of course, when you're recycling stuff or reusing assets, you just can't pluck those assets out and put it in another game. Now they're gonna rework them, do some fine tuning. With fighting games, you gotta pay attention to the hitboxes, make sure there's not one character that's completely and utterly broken, unless you want to get something like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. But anyway, you're reusing those assets, throwing them in there, and you also giving us new characters in the form of the Ruby cast. I like Ruby. I'm not up to date with it as much as I would like to be, but I do like Ruby. And you're giving us the Ruby cast. Well, some of the Ruby casts are half the Ruby cast. The name stands for Ruby, and you're giving us like 2 characters from Ruby or something. I don't even know. But yeah, so those are only like new characters, new, like completely brand fresh, spanking new. But now you want to put one of the characters in Ruby, the name Ruby, as DLC, Blake. As DLC. It's like, okay, alright, Arc System Works. Let's see how this is going. You're fucking with us, right? Okay, so let's just back it up. Let's back it up for a second. Again, those 20 characters are reused assets. Of course, they're reworked, but they're reused assets. I would say about like 18 of them, maybe 17 of them. I'm not sure how many Ruby characters are in there, but 17 of them or so, they're reused assets. And now you're gonna give us an additional 20 characters as DLC. Now again. You might get 15 or 17 characters that are again reused assets, and they're giving us back to them as DLC. Characters from Blazblue, characters from Under Night, characters from Persona 4. And you're gonna remake them as DLC now. And we already played them in their respective games, but you're gonna rework them, fix the hitboxes, fine tune them, and sell us to them in this game as DLC. Now, I kind of want to give them the benefit of the doubt that these 20 characters, of course, because you got Ruby in there. There has to be guaranteed new characters because it's Ruby. Ruby's in there. But again, most of the DLC characters could be reused assets from other games. Now, it would be nice if maybe on the Persona side we get Persona 5 characters, like the Persona 5 main character, and if they had to put another girl in there because they want to even out the rosters, I guess, put Ann in there or put Makoto in there. But Ann's the only one I can honestly say that they'll probably put in. That'd be great, but again, that's still 2 characters. And what? Blazblue is like your signature franchise for the most part. That and Guilty Gear probably. And you're telling me you're gonna introduce new characters in the Blazblue side into this game? Is that what you're gonna do? The Under Night game. You're gonna introduce new characters for that game in this game, and then make an update for those games and put those characters or new characters from those respective games in there. Is that what you're gonna do? I don't think so. I don't think think so. Like I said, it would be nice to add Persona 5 characters because it's right there. You can do it. But again, I get that this is a cross game. Like, you know, you're taking you know, the characters from 4 different games and you're mashing them up. I get that. But something just doesn't feel right here, man. Something feels like complete and utter bullshit here. It's like I'm paying for characters, especially if you played those games. It's like, oh yeah, all those games are coming together, and then it's like, oh, you want me to pay for characters that are already in these games again? Like, I can't imagine them. I don't even know who's on the Blazblue side, but I can't imagine them not having Leilachi as, you know, a DLC character, because it's gonna happen. Now, hell, maybe if you even like gave us the same characters, but, you know, put them in different outfits. Maybe this would be cool, outfits we never seen before on these characters, I guess. Maybe that would be cool, but as it stands right now, for me at least, guys, this game doesn't come out until 2019. This game does not come out until 2019. What we're getting is half the game, and then we're getting this is our system works, people. They re-released Blazblue so many times, giving it so many updates. It's gonna happen. They're doing it with Guilty Gear. It's gonna happen. We're gonna have the definitive version of the game come out, or not even definitive, just an updated version of the game come out with all the DLC characters, and you gotta take it from there. But it's interesting why Arc System Works decided to announce this stuff. You can't tell me, look me in the eye, and say that us as the fans, the people buying your game, isn't gonna raise an eyebrow. That people aren't gonna whine and bitch about it. You honestly thought that announcing, okay, being upfront about it, 20 characters DLC, it's gonna be cool. I don't know, man. At this point, I don't even know if I even want to get Dragon Ball Fighters at this point, because you know they're gonna add more DLC characters, and you know there's gonna be a definitive version of the game at some point, maybe at the end of the year, maybe next year. Anyway, guys, I just felt like talking about this because it's kind of weird. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.